We managed to perform basic file operations without touching menu and modifying default settings. Simple installation and ready to go. Hi, welcome to Install and Use channel. This channel contains tutorials how to install, configure and use software which we use on a daily basis. Useful links, code examples, scripts can be found on the description below and the channel repository on the GitHub. Like videos, share them with the friends and colleagues if you found them informative. And leave your comments below. In this video, we shall go through menu layout and adjust basic settings. Menu structure is mostly common for all file managers, and if you will convenient with this one, you will manage all of them. Let's go through menu bar section to discover advanced functions of the file manager. Let's go to the screen. Menu bar is usually hidden and it can be invoked with the F9 key. In the menu we have an options which corresponds to the left panel, right panel, settings, commands, and what to do with the files. Let's go and look what is under the left options. The first block from Ctrl 1 to Ctrl 0, which I demonstrated in previous video, set up view mode. Also we can invoke the informational panel, quick view. We can invoke a sort mode dialog, where we can sort the current directory. We can reread, reload directory. We can change the drive mounting point. And exactly the same operations can be done with the right panel. So this is identical lists. In the files, these options correspond to the files. We can view the file, edit file. We will go through them in the next videos. We can copy a file. We can move the file or rename the file. To rename the file, hold Shift F6 to maintain the name of the file. It will be more easier to edit. We can link the file, we can make a new directory, we can delete the file, we can wipe a file, but the differences between deleting, wiping and erasing we will go in the separate video. We have also the archiving commands to archive, extract and other commands. We can set the attributes, apply the commands, describe the files, and we have a block for the selection. Gray means numpad, numpad plus, numpad minus, asterisk for star, and restore the selection. In the commands drop-down menu we can find the utilities like find the file, observe the history, change the video mode, invoke history for the file and the folders, swap the panels left to right and right to left, show or hide the panels, compare the folders of the opened in the different panels. We can edit user menu, which can be invoked by F2 key. We can look file associations and folder shortcuts. We can invoke 5-panel filter. We can open the plugins dialog, or we can see all the screens which are currently open. And we also can see the list of the currently running processes in Windows and terminate the processes with the del key. Also we can see the devices which are currently plugged, such as flash disk or external hard drive. Finally, we come to the options dialog, where we can see many settings options. Let's go through the basic ones. In the system settings, one of the most important checkboxes which can be ticked is autosave the setup. By this, every time you finish the workflow with the file manager, the settings will be automatically saved and they will be kept when you will run the file manager next time. So I will check this and press Enter key. The next one, panel settings. The most important checkbox here is select folders. By this, when you perform the selection operations in the current directory, the subdirectories will also be selected, which is very convenient when performing the selections. The another two, which is very handy here, they are show free size and show the scroll bar on the panels. I will demonstrate. I will press Enter key And on the lower side of the panel we will see the free space available on the current mounting point. Also, the scroll bar will appear when the current directory contains more objects which can be fitted in the current panel. Here we can see that scroll bar is active, and when we will scroll down, the scroll bar will move accordingly. This is very handy to estimate amount of objects in the current directory. Common shortcuts can be seen in the lower side of the file manager, below the command line prompt, from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on, which represent F keys. Function 1 key, function 2, function 3 and so on. By pressing Shift, Ctrl or Alt keys or a combination of them, the commands will be changed accordingly. So I will press now Shift key. The commands are changed. I will press now the Ctrl key and Alt key, Shift Alt key, Shift Ctrl key, Ctrl Alt key. Experiment with these combinations, and in the different dialogues they represent different commands. To export the settings of the file manager, you need to navigate to Document and Settings, your username, Application Data, File Manager, Profile, and this profile should be copied in the place you want to save it. For example, to USB stick or to cloud, anywhere. To perform the backup operation, we copy the profile directory with F5 key. I would like to simulate the new installation of the file manager. For example, you will reinstall the operating system or you install the file manager on the new machine. To delete settings of the file manager to return the defaults, we need to delete the directory where the file manager stores its settings. To do this, we will open command prompt and navigate to Document Settings, Username, Application Data, File Manager, and we will see the profile directory here. If I would like to see what is inside there, there is the SQL format database. We need to remove this directory, which happens with rmdir, capital S, and the name of the directory. Yes, I am sure. The directory is deleted. It means that user settings are deleted, and File Manager next time will be launched with the default settings. To restore settings, simply overwrite profile directory from the backup. Another way to backup and restore settings using the command line. In the File Manager, let's type far, export, and then the configuration file we want to save the settings in. In my case, that would be far.settings.xml. and timestamp. Make sure you are located in the directory you have the writing permissions. In my case, it's my home directory /delmi directory. We can see that the configuration file has been appeared. To import the file, we need to use import flag. Far, import, and then the file name. Ctrl Enter to substitute the name into the command line, and press Enter key to import the settings. That's done. Let's assume we are out of the File Manager. Let's run the command prompt, Start button and the CMD. Let's export the file settings from the Windows command prompt. I will be using the absolute path. C, Program Files, File Manager, far, space, export, and the file again, far, settings, XML, and timestamp it. That's done. To import from the command prompt, use the same command line. Instead of export flag, let's use import flag. That is simple as it is. As a side remark, in this section, we do not cover the backup and restore of the plugin configurations. In this video, we discovered menu, gone through sections, and adjusted basic settings. Also, we know how to backup and restore them. I've shown how to find the shortcuts for the function keys. Leave in the comments below what are your favorites. In the next video, we shall explore sorting and quick navigation. See you in the next one!